Every great life starts small, but to unlock your full potential, you must grow. And that growth doesn't happen in a single day, it happens daily, through quiet habits, through moments of pain that feel like breaking but are actually shaping you. God often prepares people in private before using them in public, and the journey begins with discipline, working on the right things every single day. Here are 10 things you must work on every day to grow stronger, wiser, and ready for your purpose. Habit 1, spend quiet time with yourself. In today's fast-paced world, it feels like there's always something demanding your attention. From the moment you wake up to when you finally go to bed, the noise never stops. Notifications, conversations, deadlines, and distractions pull you in every direction. But it's in the quiet moments, the moments you deliberately set aside for yourself, that real growth and healing happen. Spending quiet time alone is not just a luxury or something for spiritual people. It's a daily necessity for your mental, emotional, and spiritual health. Think about it. Your mind is like a cup that constantly fills with thoughts, worries, hopes, fears, and noise from the world around you. If you never pause to empty that cup, it will overflow, and you'll feel overwhelmed, anxious, or disconnected. But when you take time each day to be still, without distractions, without rushing, you allow your cup to settle and clear. You create space for peace, clarity, and understanding. The Bible shows us the importance of this practice through the life of Jesus. Despite his busy ministry and the constant demands of the people around him, Jesus often withdrew to quiet places to pray and be alone with God. Luke 5:16 tells us, "But Jesus often withdrew to lonely places and prayed." Why? Because even the Son of God recognized the need for solitude and reflection. It's in those moments of quiet that he reconnected with his purpose, found strength, and gained wisdom. The Jesus needed solitude. How much more do we? This habit helps us reconnect with ourselves and with God on a deeper level. It's in the stillness that we can begin to hear the quiet voice inside us, the voice of intuition, conscience, or divine guidance. In our noisy world, that voice often gets drowned out, but when we're silent, it becomes clearer. At first, spending time alone and quiet might feel difficult or uncomfortable. Your mind may race with thoughts, or you might feel restless. That's completely normal. Our brains are wired to respond to stimulation, so when the noise stops, you might notice how much mental chatter is going on inside your head. But with patience and practice, those moments of silence become peaceful and restorative. You might try different ways to spend this quiet time. Some days it might be prayer, talking to God, sharing your worries, asking for guidance, or simply sitting in his presence. Other days it could be journaling, writing down your thoughts, emotions, and dreams to understand them better. Or maybe it's simply sitting in nature, observing the world without distraction, letting your mind slow down. The writer Anne Lamott said almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. We often think we must keep pushing ourselves, but like any device, we need to unplug, rest, and recharge. This daily habit of quiet time is your spiritual recharge. Over time, this habit also helps you grow in self-awareness and humility. When you regularly pause and reflect, you start to notice patterns in your thoughts and behavior. You become aware of negative emotions like anger, fear, or pride, and you can begin to address them rather than letting them control you. This self-acknowledge is the foundation for true personal growth. Moreover, in these quiet moments, you open yourself up to deeper dependence on God. Napoleon Hill wrote in his famous book, Think and Grow Rich, that God breaks the man he wants to use. This breaking often happens in silent, painful moments when we feel alone and weak. But it is in surrendering during those times, often in quiet prayer or meditation, that God prepares us for the greater purpose ahead. So as you make this habit a part of your daily routine, remember it's not about doing anything spectacular in that time. It's about being still, being honest with yourself, being open to God's presence. It's about creating a sacred space where your soul can breathe and be renewed. If you want to transform your life, start here. Spend time alone every day. Let silence become your friend. Let it heal your heart and sharpen your mind. With consistency, you'll find that this simple habit brings peace in the chaos, clarity in confusion, and strength in weakness. Habit 2. Plan your day with purpose. Every day offers a new chance to move closer to your dreams, but that only happens when you plan your day with intention. Without a plan, it's easy to waste precious hours on things that don't really matter, leaving you feeling frustrated and stuck. When you take a few moments each morning to map out what you want to accomplish, you're setting yourself up for success. Planning your day isn't about making a rigid schedule that traps you. Instead, it's about choosing what deserves your attention and energy. It's deciding where to focus so your actions actually push you forward. Think of it like a roadmap. If you don't know where you're going, you'll never arrive. Benjamin Franklin's words remind us that not planning is actually planning failure. That may sound harsh, but it's true. Without clear plans or goals, distractions multiply. Social media, unnecessary chores, or random thoughts can take over your time. You end the day wondering why you didn't get closer to your true priorities. The Bible also encourages us to be intentional with our time. Proverbs 16:3 says, "Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established." This means when you dedicate your plans to a higher purpose and put real effort into them, you'll find the strength and guidance to follow through. One way to make daily planning effective is to start with the most important tasks, sometimes called eating the frog. Tackle your biggest or hardest task first while your energy and focus are fresh. This small habit builds confidence and creates momentum for the rest of the day. It's also important to be flexible in your planning. Life can throw unexpected challenges, so a plan is not a strict rule, but a guide. Adjust as needed, but always come back to your core priorities. Over time, this intentional approach trains your mind to avoid distractions and develop discipline. Another tip is to keep your daily plans simple. Choose 3 to 5 key tasks or goals. When the list is too long, it feels overwhelming and it's easy to give up. A focused list encourages progress and gives you a clear sense of accomplishment when you check things off. Writing down your daily plan makes it real. There's power in putting your goals on paper or in a digital note. It's like telling yourself, "This is what I choose to focus on today." This commitment helps keep you accountable and motivated. Remember, planning isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Some days won't go as expected, and that's okay. The important thing is to keep planning and keep trying. Every small, purposeful step is a step closer to your dreams. By making a habit of planning your day with purpose, you take control of your life. You move from being reactive to proactive. Like the stories in Napoleon Hill's teaching, preparation through daily habits shapes you into someone ready for the greater purpose ahead. So tomorrow morning, spend 5 minutes writing down your plan. Choose your top priorities, commit to them, and watch how your days start to feel more meaningful and productive. Habit 3. Practice gratitude every day. In the rush of daily life, it's easy to focus on what's missing, what we want, what we haven't achieved, or what's going wrong. But practicing gratitude shifts your perspective entirely. When you take time each day to appreciate what you already have, your mindset changes from scarcity to abundance. This simple habit can bring peace, joy, and motivation. Gratitude is not just a feel-good emotion. It's a powerful tool that rewires your brain. Scientific studies show that people who regularly practice gratitude experience less stress, better sleep, and stronger relationships. It helps you see challenges as opportunities rather than setbacks, and that's key to staying resilient. From a spiritual perspective, gratitude connects you to something greater. The Bible reminds us in 1 Thessalonians 5:18, "Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus." This means being thankful isn't just for the good times, but also when life feels hard. Gratitude helps you trust that even pain and struggle have purpose. One practical way to build this habit is to keep a gratitude journal. Every morning or night, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They can be big or small. Your health, a kind word from a friend, a beautiful sunset. Over time, this practice trains your mind to notice the positives even on tough days. Another way is to express gratitude to others. Saying thank you or acknowledging someone's help not only lifts their spirit but also deepens your relationships. Gratitude creates a cycle of kindness and connection that enriches life. Napoleon Hill's ideas about brokenness and transformation remind us that gratitude is often born out of hardship. Those who have faced struggles and still find things to be thankful for show true strength. Gratitude doesn't ignore pain, but sees beyond it to the lessons and growth that come from it. By making gratitude a daily habit, you build emotional resilience and a positive outlook. Your mind becomes a garden where hope and joy can grow, even when life feels difficult. This habit is a foundation for personal growth and prepares you for the bigger challenges and blessings ahead. So, start today. Look around. Find something to be grateful for and hold on to that feeling. It's a simple step that can transform your whole day and eventually your life. Habit 4, develop self-discipline. Self-discipline is one of the most important habits you can cultivate, yet it's often the hardest to master. It's the quiet inner strength that keeps you going when motivation fades or distractions arise. Without self-discipline, even the best plans can fall apart. But with it, you can turn dreams into reality, step by step. Self-discipline means doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. It's waking up early to work on your goals, choosing healthy food over junk, or sticking to your commitments despite obstacles. It's not about perfection, but about consistency, showing up for yourself every day. Napoleon Hill, in his teachings about growth through hardship, reminds us that real success often comes after moments of struggle and brokenness. Self-discipline helps you endure those moments and learn from them. When life breaks you down, discipline builds you back up stronger. From a practical perspective, self-discipline requires setting clear priorities and boundaries. It means saying no to distractions like endless scrolling on your phone or procrastination, so you can say yes to what truly matters. It also involves planning your day, setting realistic goals, and breaking big tasks into smaller, manageable steps. Many great leaders and thinkers have emphasized the power of discipline. Aristotle once said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. This highlights that discipline is not a one-time effort, but a daily commitment to shaping your character and future. Spiritually, self-discipline aligns with surrender and obedience. It's about submitting your desires to a higher purpose, trusting that this process shapes you into the person you're meant to be. Just as God uses trials to mold character, discipline is the tool you use to grow through those trials. One way to strengthen self-discipline is by creating routines and sticking to them. Whether it's dedicating time each morning to read, exercise, or pray, routines train your mind and body to act without relying solely on willpower. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Remember, self-discipline doesn't mean harshness or rigidity. It's rooted in self-respect and love, doing what's best for your growth and well-being. When you develop this habit, you're preparing yourself to face life's challenges with resilience and purpose. Habit 5. Practice gratitude every day. Gratitude is a powerful habit that can transform your mindset and your life. When you take time each day to recognize and appreciate the good around you, even the smallest things, you create a positive outlook that fuels your growth and happiness. In the midst of challenges or pain, it's easy to focus on what's wrong or what's missing. But practicing gratitude shifts your attention from lack to abundance. It reminds you that even in brokenness, there is something to be thankful for. This shift helps to heal the heart and renew your spirit. Napoleon Hill's idea that suffering and breaking points prepare us for greater things is closely connected to gratitude. When you're grateful, you acknowledge that every experience, good or bad, has value. Gratitude helps you see your struggles as lessons and stepping stones rather than setbacks. From a practical angle, gratitude encourages humility. It breaks down pride by showing you that life's blessings are often gifts. Whether from other people, circumstances, or a higher power, this humility opens your heart to learning and growth. Studies show that daily gratitude improves mental health, reduces stress, and builds stronger relationships. When you express thanks to others, it strengthens your connections and creates a cycle of kindness and support. This community of gratitude can carry you through tough times. To practice gratitude daily, try keeping a gratitude journal. Each morning or evening, write down 3 things you're thankful for. They can be simple: a warm cup of tea, a smile from a friend, or a moment of peace. Over time, this habit rewires your brain to notice the positive more naturally. Spiritually, gratitude is a form of worship and surrender. It acknowledges that your life is part of a bigger plan and that you are supported, even when the road is hard. As the saying goes, gratitude is the memory of the heart. It helps you remember that you are never truly alone. When you cultivate gratitude, you build a foundation of joy and resilience that prepares you for anything life brings. It's a habit that turns everyday moments into blessings and brokenness into opportunities for growth. Habit 6, build resilience by embracing challenges. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from difficulties, to keep going even when life knocks you down. It's not about never falling, but about learning how to rise stronger each time. Building resilience is a daily practice, especially important when you face pain or setbacks that test your spirit. Napoleon Hill's message that God breaks the man he wants to use reminds us that struggle is part of becoming stronger. When you face challenges and don't give up, you develop a toughness of character and a deeper understanding of yourself. Resilience grows in the moments when you choose to keep moving forward, even if it hurts. Every day, resilience is built by changing how you respond to difficulties. Instead of avoiding problems or feeling defeated, embrace them as chances to learn. This mindset shift takes patience and courage, but brings great rewards. As the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche said, "That which does not kill us makes us stronger." This isn't just a saying, it's a truth experienced through daily practice. Resilience also means being flexible, like the willow tree that bends with the wind. Sometimes life forces you to change plans or let go of control. Accepting this and adapting builds strength, because rigidity often leads to breaking. When you stay open and willing to adjust, you protect your inner peace and keep growing. To nurture resilience, take care of your body and mind. Exercise, sleep, and healthy eating give you the energy to face hardships. At the same time, cultivate a support system of friends, family, or mentors who encourage you. Resilience doesn't mean going it alone. It often means reaching out for help when you need it. Daily reflection on your progress also strengthens resilience. Celebrate small victories and recognize how far you've come. These reminders build confidence and fuel your determination. Remember, resilience is like a muscle. It grows stronger the more you use it. By choosing to embrace challenges instead of fearing them, you prepare yourself for greater things. The brokenness and struggle don't defeat you. They shape you into someone ready to face life's purpose with courage and strength. Habit 7, practice patience and trust the process. In a world that moves fast and demands instant results, patience can feel like a lost art. Yet, developing patience is essential for long-term success and peace of mind. When you're working toward meaningful goals, the path is rarely smooth or immediate. Trusting the process, even when you can't see the end clearly, is what separates those who succeed from those who give up too soon. Napoleon Hill's insight about God breaking the man he wants to use reminds us that growth often happens in quiet, slow seasons. Just like a seed must remain buried in the dark earth before it sprouts, your efforts may take time before showing visible results. Impatience can lead to frustration and poor decisions, but patience allows you to stay focused and steady. Daily life offers countless opportunities to practice patience. Waiting in traffic, dealing with difficult people, or facing setbacks. How you respond during these moments trains your mind and heart to remain calm and hopeful. Trust that every challenge, every delay, is part of a bigger plan shaping you into a stronger person. The Bible says in Ecclesiastes 3:1, There is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. This reminds us that timing matters and that rushing can spoil the process. Patience teaches you to be present in the moment, to learn from what's happening now rather than obsess over what's next. Trust also means believing in yourself and your journey even when doubts creep in. It's about holding faith that your hard work and perseverance will pay off. As the saying goes, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither are the lives and dreams worth having. When you cultivate patience, you reduce stress and increase your resilience. You become someone who can endure hardship without losing hope or direction. Patience is a powerful habit that turns waiting from a burden into a valuable part of your growth. Habit 8, cultivate gratitude every day. Gratitude is one of those simple yet profound habits that can transform your entire outlook on life. When you focus on what you have instead of what you lack, your perspective shifts from scarcity to abundance. This change in mindset fuels happiness, motivation, and resilience. Napoleon Hill's message about being broken and refined reminds us that even in pain and struggle, there are blessings to be found. Gratitude helps you recognize those blessings, no matter how small. It rewires your brain to notice the good things around you. The warmth of the sun, a kind word from a friend, or simply the chance to try again today. Practicing gratitude daily might mean starting or ending your day by listing 3 things you're thankful for. It can also be as simple as pausing to appreciate a breath when life feels overwhelming. These moments create a ripple effect, making you more patient, humble, and joyful. Science supports this practice too. Studies show that grateful people tend to have stronger immune systems, sleep better, and experience less anxiety and depression. Gratitude strengthens your relationships, as people naturally respond positively when you express thanks. Remember the phrase, count your blessings. This isn't just a cliche, it's a powerful tool to stay grounded and hopeful, especially during tough times. Gratitude doesn't ignore problems, but instead equips you to face them with a stronger, calmer heart. When you make gratitude a daily habit, you begin to see your life as a precious gift. You start to understand that even your scars and struggles contribute to the unique story that shapes you. Like a potter molding clay, gratitude softens the heart and opens the way for growth and healing. Habit 9, embrace patience and trust the process. In today's fast-pacing world, patience feels like a lost art. We want quick results, instant answers, and immediate success. But real growth, whether personal, professional, or spiritual, takes time. It's in the waiting and the small daily efforts that transformation truly happens. Napoleon Hill's idea that breaking is not punishment but divine molding reminds us that life's challenges are part of a larger plan. Like a seed buried in the soil, you can't rush the growth. The process of becoming the person you're meant to be requires trust that every difficult season is shaping you in important ways. Patience means accepting uncertainty without frustration or despair. It means showing up each day, doing the work, and believing that progress is happening even when it's invisible. This trust helps you stay calm in the storm and prevents discouragement from stealing your hope. The Bible teaches this too. But if we hope for what we do not see, we wait for it with patience. Romans 8, verse 25. This verse encourages us to keep faith alive when results are delayed. Patience is a kind of strength, a quiet power that keeps you steady and focused. When you practice patience daily, you learn to let go of control and surrender to the timing of life. You develop resilience and deepen your faith. You realize that every setback, delay, and struggle is an essential part of your journey. Remember, the greatest things often come after the longest waits. By embracing patience, you prepare yourself to receive the blessings that will come in their perfect time. Habit 10, practice daily surrender and let go of control. One of the hardest things we face is the need to surrender, to let go of our tight grip on how things should go and trust a bigger plan. Napoleon Hill's powerful insight reminds us that God does not call the qualified, but qualifies the surrendered. This means that real strength and purpose come when we stop resisting and start yielding. In daily life, surrender looks like accepting what you cannot change, releasing the burden of constant control, and opening yourself to guidance beyond your own understanding. It is not about weakness, but about courage. The courage to admit that you don't have all the answers and to place your trust in something greater than yourself. This habit means beginning each day with a moment of intentional surrender, whether through prayer, meditation, or quiet reflection. When you consciously let go of anxiety about the future and control over outcomes, you invite peace and clarity into your life. You create space for new possibilities and divine direction. Surrender is also about embracing humility, understanding that your journey is part of a bigger story. It requires patience, faith, and openness to transformation. As you practice surrender daily, you'll notice a shift in your mindset, from frustration and resistance to calm and acceptance. Remember, surrender is not the end, but the beginning of true power. It frees you to live with purpose, to act with wisdom, and to trust the process, no matter how uncertain it may seem. In the words of the poet Rumi, try not to resist the changes that come your way. Instead, let life live through you. And do not worry that your life is turning upside down. How do you know that the side you are used to is better than the one to come? We're coming to the end of the video, and now it's your turn. Are you ready to change your life? No matter how tough the journey may seem, leave a comment below telling me you're committed to making that change. I read every single comment, and I'll be featuring the most inspiring one right here on our channel. If you want a daily boost of real, unfiltered motivation, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our community.